Americans who have lived abroad biggest reverse culture shock upon returning to the US? 1. How uncommon it is seeing people smoking cigarettes in the US. 2. It took me a second to remember that first floor is ground, lobby floor here every time I got in an elevator for a few weeks. 3. All the sugar in the food. 4. How everywhere in the world has to pay attention to what happens in the United States, but people in the US don't have a clue about anywhere else. I doubt 1 in 100 could name the president of Mexico, for instance. 5. Flying from Shanghai back to Dallas was the biggest culture shock for me. Shanghai makes Dallas looks like a ghost town. And the maglev train that runs over the city gives you a sense of scale like no other. Imagine being in a jet flying over a city that just seems to never end. 6. Return to the US from Korea. It gets talked about all the time, but just how unnecessarily complicated and inconvenient our healthcare system is. 7. Lived in Russia for 18 months. This was over 10 years ago. When I came back to the US, I spent a week in NYC and was taken aback at how nice everyone was and how shitty the subway is.